Ladies and gentlemen in the Senate chamber, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce to you in the Senate chamber today our Governor-elect Daniel Malloy and our Lieutenant Governor-elect Nancy Wyman.
Whoa.
Hey, you ready? Nancy Wyman of Tolland by way of Brooklyn. Are you ready to be sworn in as the Lieutenant Governor of the state of Connecticut?
I hope so.
All right. Would you raise your right hand? Do you, Nancy Wyman, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the state of Connecticut and the Constitution of the United States, so long as you are a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties according to law of the office of Lieutenant Governor to the best of your abilities?
I do.
And may God help you.
Don't worry, my son was. Oh, thank you all. Please be seated. Wow. You know, let me try to get my breath first. I didn't think I'd ever be standing up here. First of all, let me thank our next governor. We stand here knowing that we are about to take on some of the steepest challenges than any elected officials in Connecticut have ever faced. And I stand here fully believing that your vision, Governor, your leadership and your work ethic is exactly what our state needs to overcome those challenges and put us back on firm ground. I was honored when you chose me as your running mate. Of course, a few minutes ago he told me that I chose him. And I am honored to be standing with you today as your partner and as the 108th Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Connecticut. Wow! Let me ask the chamber to give them their warm welcome to our almost First Lady of the state of Connecticut, Mrs. Kathy Malloy. Thank you, Governor, and thank you, Mrs. Malloy, for being here today. And we got a long road ahead of us. And thank you very much. Let me especially I want to thank my family. Did they leave me already? Oh, yeah. My dedicated husband, Mike, my two wonderful daughters, Stacy and Merrill, their great husbands, Steve and Bill, my loving sisters, Linda and Lindy, and my pride and joy, my 5 grandchildren, Kyle, Taylor, Lindsay, Max, and Sydney. You know, it's been 8 months, 8 crazy months, since I decided to run for Lieutenant Governor, and I could not have done it without their love and support. I love you all very, very much. Thank you for everything you've done for me. To my extended family, the people who I spent 16 years with at the Comptroller's office, I will miss seeing you every day, but you will always be part of my family. I want to give a special thanks to a gentleman that you're going to be seeing more of, even though he's not going to be in my office, a partner of mine for many, many years and a very, very close friend, and now going to be the Undersecretary of OPM, Marco Jakian. Thank you. I would ask the Chamber to give a warm welcome again to a very special person. Our former First Lady, Nikki O'Neill, has joined us today. Thank you, Nikki, for your friendship, your leadership. And in a little while, we will be in Governor O'Neill's armory. And I want to thank you for everything you've done for us. God bless you. You know, now I'd ask the Chamber also to join me for a moment, in a moment of silence, to recognize the men and women who have served and are now serving in the armed forces, and to remember the sacrifice of more than 50 Connecticut heroes that we have lost in Iraq and Afghanistan. I'd ask you to stand for a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. To the people of Connecticut who put their trust in me, from serving 8 years on the Tolland Board of Education to 8 years as state representative and to 16 years as the state controller and now as lieutenant governor, I thank you. I promise you that I will spend every day for the next 4 years working to make life better for all of you. I also want to thank the men and women of the Senate. You have, those the new elected and those of you who have served before, have a tough road ahead of you. And I know with the special leadership that you have here in the Senate, with Senator Williams, Senator McKinney, Senator Looney, Senator Lozano, I really thank you for welcoming me to this circle. I really didn't think I'd ever be here. I'm humbled to join you, and I look forward to working with you on an agenda of progress and prosperity for our state. I believe that what people expect and deserve from their leaders is hard work and results that make a difference in their daily lives. We need to be leaders that will listen to the people and respond to the people. We have to be committed to getting our fiscal house in order. We have to be committed to reforming our healthcare system, to putting people to work, to helping small businesses, to lowering energy costs, and upgrading our infrastructure. From the bottom of my heart, I truly believe that we all work together, if we all work together, Democrat, Republican, House, Senate, executive branch and legislative branch, we can make this state a better place to live for us, for our children, and for our grandchildren. I know those are high expectations, but what will inspire us every day to fulfill those expectations is knowing that we must repay the faith that the people of Connecticut have put in us by doing everything we can for them. I hope you will join me in that pledge. You know, as a normal tradition here in the Senate, I'll get used to it, I promise. I know that you introduced the new members to the Senate, so I'm going to do that in alphabetical order. Normally I would have done it backwards since my name starts with W and I've never gotten to go first for anything. But I'm going to go this way because they told me how to do it the right way. Okay, first of all, let me introduce and thank Senator Beth Bayh. Beth was elected first to the House in 2006. Beth Bayh was elected in the House in 2006, has become known for her work in environmental and children's issues. In fact, She is widely recognized as one of the state's leading experts on early childhood education. Being a mother and a stepmother to 4, that expertise probably comes in very handy. Beth will represent West Hartford, Avon, and Farmington, and I look forward to working with her. And Burlington. Somebody's fired. Well, we had to cut down on those state employees anyway, you know. I was just kidding, state employees. It was not going to be... Okay, I promise I'll stick to the Senate rules. Senator Steve Cassano. Steve is... Steve is the former longtime mayor of Manchester and has been involved in government and politics for more than 3 decades. He is a very familiar face here at the Capitol from his years of work on the countless boards and commissions, especially as the chairman of the Capital Region Council of Governments for 8 years. I have no doubt that his experience will serve him well in representing the people of Manchester, Bolton, Glastonbury, and Marlborough. I got them all? Welcome, Steve. Senator Kevin Kelly. Kevin is an attorney who joins the Senate as his first elected office to represent his hometown of Stratford, as well as Monroe, Seymour, and Shelton. Kevin is a former investigator for the State Department of Social Services and is now chairman of the Southwest Connecticut Agency on Aging, which administers the Connecticut Home Care Program. He also lectures on topics such as Medicaid, elder law, estate, and gift taxation, skills that no doubt will serve him well in the circle. Kevin, congratulations and welcome. Senator Joe Markley. Today actually marks Joe's return to the Senate after being elected for a term in 1984. Joe is a well-known advocate for smaller government, lower taxes, and for getting regular citizens to become involved in government. In the legislature, Joe chaired the Human Service Committee and the Welfare Subcommittee of Appropriation. Joe will represent Cheshire, Wolcott, and parts of Waterbury, along with his hometown of Southington. Welcome back, Joe. Senator Jason Welch. Jason is a Torrington native and a political newcomer who represents Bristol, Harlingen, Plainville, and Plymouth. Jason has a degree in law and economics and has helped many small and medium-sized businesses grow through advertising, which is one of his specialties. Jason also has served his country in both the United States Coast Guard Reserves and the Army National Guard. I welcome him to the Senate and wish him the best of luck. And of course, congratulations to all the members of this fine body. And I will close with one final word to the people of Connecticut. I am deeply honored to be your Lieutenant Governor, and I can promise that no one will work harder to prove that you made the right choice. Thank you. God bless America, and God bless this great state of Connecticut.